Have you ever noticed something strange? The faster the motorcycle, the slower you need to become. Most people think riding a high performance motorcycle in heavy rain is about courage. It isn't, it's about respect. Today, the rain is pouring across Chennai. The roads are wet, visibility is low, paint markings are slippery, and beneath me is a Ducati Monster 937, a motorcycle capable of far more speed than any public road will ever need. And that's exactly why days like this teach the most important lesson in motorcycling, not how to go fast, but how to stay smooth. When I first started riding, I thought skill meant late braking, aggressive acceleration, and carrying more speed into corners. Years later, I learned something different. The best riders don't look fast, they look calm, especially in the rain, because rain changes everything. Tires still have grip, modern motorcycles still work beautifully, but the margin for mistakes becomes smaller. A sudden throttle input, a panic brake, a sharp steering correction, all the things you normally get away with on a dry road suddenly become expensive lessons. One of the first things experienced riders learn is this: in the rain, every control input should be cut in half. Half the throttle, half the braking aggression, half the lean angle, half the ego, and surprisingly, you arrive faster because smooth riders make fewer mistakes. Another thing many riders underestimate is vision. When rain gets heavier, people focus closer to the motorcycle. That is exactly the wrong thing to do. The further ahead you look, the smoother the motorcycle becomes. Your hands relax, your steering relaxes, your mind relaxes. The motorcycle simply follows. There is another lesson the rain teaches. A powerful motorcycle doesn't make you powerful. Self control does. Anybody can twist a throttle, not everybody can resist twisting it. And on days like this, restraint becomes a skill. As I ride through the rain toward Cholinganallur, surrounded by grey skies and empty roads, I am reminded of something that applies far beyond motorcycles. Life rewards consistency more than intensity. A controlled rider beats an aggressive rider. A patient investor beats an emotional investor. A disciplined person beats a talented person. Almost every single time. The rain has a way of teaching that lesson without saying a word. And honestly, that's one of the reasons I love riding in weather like this. Not because it's comfortable, not because it's easy, but because it reminds you that mastery is rarely loud. Mastery is quiet. Mastery is smooth. Mastery is control. And finally, I reached the Bilal Hotel. After riding through some of the heaviest rain Chennai has offered in a long time. Now, here is the funny part. I didn't come here for a five-star dinner. I didn't come here for a luxury experience. I came here for tea. Just a simple cup of tea that cost 25 rupees. And somehow, that makes it even more special. Because finding a genuinely good cup of tea today, it's harder than most people think. Many places dilute it, many places rush it, many places just make tea. But very few, they make an experience. And Bilal happens to be one of those rare places. The moment the tea arrived, I knew exactly why I rode all the way here in the rain. That first sip, strong, fresh, perfectly balanced, and suddenly something shifted. The rain slowed down. The traffic in my mind, it just vanished. The notifications, the deadlines, the stress, it all dissolved. Nothing had changed around me, but everything changed inside me. And that is when I realized it. Most people spend their entire lives chasing bigger things: a bigger house, a bigger title, a bigger achievement. But happiness, it rarely hides in the bigger things. More often than not, it hides in the small ones. A sunset, a conversation, a rainy ride, a hot cup of tea. When we're young, we think happiness is waiting in the future. One day, one promotion, one purchase away. But the older I get, the more I realize that happiness was never waiting at the destination. It was sitting right beside us all along. We were just moving too fast to notice it. Maybe that's why I enjoy rides like this. Not because of the Ducati, not because of the road, but because moments like these force us to slow down, to breathe, to appreciate what we already have. Because at the end of the day, a meaningful life is not built from extraordinary days, it is built from the ordinary ones that we fully experience. Today was just a rainy ride, just a cup of tea, just another evening, but somehow it became a memory. And maybe that's the secret. Don't wait for extraordinary moments, make the ordinary ones extraordinary. This is one life. Make it legendary. Signing off, I'm Dr. Venkateswaran Mani.